Okay, so today we're going to learn how to do 12 key practices once we've kind of have an idea what all the notes are on each scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the sound and the scales to the staff paper. So, oops, that's really loud. Okay. So the first thing to do is we're going to find our notes on the piano. The first thing you do is you find do, so, mi, and do. So in the key of C, that's C, G, E, G. If you play it together, you can hear that it creates a major sound. If you get this sound, that's a minor sound. You have it, and something's off. So you want this sound. So the first thing you're gonna do, you find that sound. Okay, now you need to find where do is. So do. So sing the note first. And it's important that you're going to sing and commit to notes. Don't try to adjust it. So do. Say it down. Let's say I was wrong. Let's say do. I realize that those pitches aren't the same, so I'm going to adjust it. Do. So after I sing the note and realize it's wrong, I adjust the pitch. Do. Do. And I just keep going until I can easily find the note. Do. Do. If I get it wrong again, then go back a step and find that note again. Do. Okay. So I found do. I'm going to create my staff. I'm going to use the treble clef for now. I would start if you're familiar clef, and then as you get more into practice, then switch to the clef that is unfamiliar for you. If you're really into learning both clefs, if you're just concerned about one clef right now, and don't want to do the other clef at all, that's perfectly fine as well. So C. So I get the do, which is do, and I'm gonna write the note as I sing it. Do, do, re, mi, and you just keep playing that note. Fa, sol, la, ti, ti, do. Great. So I wrote down my C major scale, and it looks like that. Notice I'm not worried about the rhythm, I'm just worried about the pitches. And I'm writing each note as I sing it. Do not go back and correct it. It's very important that you sing the note as you write it. So after that, do, we go do, re, mi, fa, fa, and I'm gonna change that to do, fa, do. And I'm gonna find my chord again. I'm gonna go down an octave because I like the lower sound. So I found F, do, do, so, mi, do. Now again, if this is uncomfortable to find a piano, you can always just use a drone, the Autotuner app. Do, so I can find do, do, do. Those pitches are the same. The same thing again. So this is F major. Here we go. Do, re, do, 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 re, mi, fa, fa. Now notice there I wrote B flat. I wrote the flat right away. Do not go back and add the flats afterwards. So I have F, G, A, B flat. So I already had the flat down. I didn't go back and write it. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, so I didn't get do right, so I'm gonna do, 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 re, mi, fa. So I'm down the key, B flat. So I find do, so, mi, do, si. 3 pitches on the piano, or use a drum, whatever one you have. So we go into B flat. Find do, do. And another thing to notice too, if you're singing do correctly, you should feel it kind of in chest. It's like home, your home. Do. I'll talk about that later. Do. So again, I write the flat right away. So I already have B flat written down. Do, re, re, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, fa. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, la. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Ti, do, do. And then once you start getting better at this, you can just kind of, you don't have to start over every time. So I'll show you that. So here's what B flat looks like. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next key, which is do, re, mi, fa, which is E flat. Do, sol, mi, do, do. So I'm in the key B flat. So this time I'm going to do it. As you feel more comfortable with it, you should be able to just go do, re, mi, fa, as you start getting more and more trained in this, you'll be able to recognize right away when you get a note wrong. But yeah, and you do that for all 12 keys. If this takes a while at first and it feels like it's too much, you can I recommend doing this. So you do 2 keys a day, then you do 2 new keys the next day, and then so on day 1, day 2, new key, 3, on day 3, you review those 4 keys. Then on day 4, you do the next 2 keys. On day 5, you'll do 2 next keys. And then on day 6, you review those 4 keys. On day 7, you do the next 2 keys. 8, the next 2 keys, and then on day 8, you learn those 4, and then day 9, you do 6 keys, the first 6 keys. Day 10, you do the later 6, and by day 11, you can do all 12. And then that's a good way to add it, to start breaking it down. If it's too much to do all 12 keys in one day. But that's the eventual goal. Our eventual goal is for you to be able to do this quickly, so you can do all 12 keys, and it takes like 10 minutes at the most to go through the circle. Alright. and that is about it. If there's any questions, comment below, and we'll see you later.